Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement, and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method, and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
The Rod Eccles Show.
And so it begins, my fellow Americans. It begins. Just like I told you it would begin. It begins in Montana. Now, this is from Hot Air, by the way, hotair.com. And Ed Morrissey is wondering, I wonder what took them so long. 3 business days after the Obergefell decision that recognized same-sex marriage as a constitutional right, Nathan Collier decided to demand that the Montana state government recognize that love is love is love. It kind of reminds me of the priest in Princess Bride. Love. What is love? Love is love. And if they don't issue a marriage license to formally recognize his plural arrangement, Collier says he intends to sue. Now, this David Collier said Wednesday that he was inspired by last week's U.S. Supreme Court decision legalizing gay marriage to apply for a marriage license so that he can be legally married to his second quote-unquote wife. Now, Collier and his wives, Victoria and Christine, applied at the Yellowstone County Courthouse in Billings, Montana on Tuesday in an attempt to legitimize their polygamous marriage. Now, Montana, like all of the, as do all the remaining 49 states, outlaw bigamy, holding multiple marriage licenses. But Collier said he plans to sue if the application is denied. He says it's about marriage equality. You can't have this, speaking marriage equality, without polygamy. Oh, hell, why stop at polygamy? Why not, why can't NAMBLA get what they want? Why can't, the funny thing is that Collier is a former Mormon. He was excommunicated by the Church of Christ of Latter-day Saints. They still do that kind of thing, I guess. Mormons excommunicate people. I don't know how that, you can't be a part of the church anymore. I don't know how that really is being accepting in Christ, but you can be tossed out of the church. Yeah. So this isn't a stunt for Collier. At least it's not just a stunt. He told the AP that he had been a Mormon until the church excommunicated him for polygamy, a policy on which the Latter-day Saints have taken a hard line for a very long time when they, pretty much in this country, they kind of, pioneered the practice. Collier married his legal wife back in 2000 and then committed and quote-unquote married his second wife back in 2007 in a religious ceremony. The trio came out of the shadows of polygamy by making a recent appearance on the reality show Sister Wives, deciding at that point to become activists. Now, I've heard of Sister Wives. I've never seen it. And when you have as many ridiculous cable networks as we currently have, they have to fill their programming day with stuff that's going to grab your attention. I mean, and this stuff has to be more and more titular than the previous programs in order to catch and keep your attention. This is why we got the Real Housewives of Atlanta or whatever, and you have the Kardashians, and you have I don't know how many different incarnations are the Real Housewives are up to. What is it? Is it Real Housewives of New Jersey, Atlanta, Orange County? Is there one? Is there one for Miami and Chicago? I don't know. I can't keep up with that garbage. But this is supposed to be reality TV, and you know that half of it. We know that what you got the Big Brother stuff. We know that some of that was scripted. I don't, and they try to make it a game. I don't know how Big Brother's actually a game, but okay. It's not like Survivor. And then there's some old music celebrities like wasn't there one with who was the 80s a rapper icon music? I don't know. He had his own thing, and I think Tony Braxton have a reality show, and Whitney and Bobby had a reality show. I mean, we're reality showed to death. I mean, we got The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and The Biggest Loser and The Biggest Loserette and the biggest this, the biggest that, the smallest this, the smallest that, and this life and that life and the real life of this and the real life of that. Is there anything that's really purposefully scripted anymore? It's all semi-scripted, quasi-reality, overblown. You even got more. Does Maury Povich do anything but DNA testing now? I'm just asking because I don't know. I don't watch it, but whenever I do run across a movie, Maury Povich program, he's you are not the father.
Oh no, I thought he was. I know I slept with like 50 men, but I thought for sure he was the daddy. I knew he was the daddy. It looked just like him.
I can't. I don't even know why people pay for cable because this is Now what is it? Verizon Fios is now coming out with, I don't know how it works. I haven't really looked at it, but I've seen the commercials that to some degree you get to pick the stations that you want. And now it's I don't know, starting at $75 or something it still seems to be pretty steep to me, but at least you get to pick, if you get 20. If you're going to have 20 channels, at least it'll be 20 channels that you're more likely than not to watch. So we'll see if that takes off, and I believe that would. And we'll see if other cable providers and satellite providers will catch on. I wonder how many of the cable networks would actually be able to survive, because nobody watches them as it is. Really? Would people really have CNN if they weren't forced to have it in their package? Would people have MSNBC if they weren't forced to have it? Whatever happened to the free market? Just asking on that. I don't. If you have something that's worth it, people are going to watch it. And otherwise, why should you subsidize it? Look, Netflix has found this out. And now they have a lot of original program. I'm surprised at all the original program that Netflix has. And, some of it is really, really popular and good. People are willing to pay for it. And HBO is another one. They're coming out with some original, real original content that's very good. And I guess, Hulu has a little bit of original content that they're developing as well. And Amazon Prime Video, whatever it is. I'm a Prime member, so I guess I get the video. I've never watched anything on Amazon. I don't really know how that works. So, but you really don't need cable TV, and that's part of the problem, I guess, with that